Good morning students. Today we will discuss a very interesting topic on fundamentals of computers and MS Office Intermediate first year CGA occasional paper. Then we will be discussing about the next topic, the software and hardware. So today we will discuss about the topic software and hardware. Then first of all, you should be using any device or electronic device or whatever that is, mobiles, laptops, whatever that. They have to work the sum of the programming. So it is necessary to provide some sequence of instructions so that your work can be done. Then you should be giving any instructions by the PCs or any electronic device. They should be work the some proper of programming. It should be work can be done to that. Then we can divide the computer components into two major areas. So then any electronic device that is like the computer components into two major areas, namely hardware and software. Two major areas. The first one hardware, the second one software. Today we should discuss about the two topics, hardware and software. Then what is the meaning of software? The software on other hand refers to the instructions or program that tell to the hardware when to you about other part of namely software. So what is the meaning of software means? You should be giving the sum of instructions. Then the instructions are programming that tell the hardware what do about the other part namely hardware software. Then you should be giving up with hardware parts. You should be giving us some instructions by our programming in the car systems is called by software. So software means the software on the other hand that refers to the instructions or programs that tell the hardware what to do about the other part namely called by software. Then what is the hardware? So the physical parts which you can see and touch or correctly called by hardware. So what is the meaning by hardware? Hardware means physical parts which you can see and touch or correctly called by hardware. So this is the hardware. The output device is the hardware. But what is the difference? You can see and touch the devices like as a hardware. So this is the physical parts which you can see and touch or collectively called by hardware. So this is the hardware devices. Then next one. Then you should be giving some instructions on your computers. First of all, they should be understanding of some of the languages. Language means then you should be giving of any programming. First of all, the computer or whatever the electronic device, they should be understanding your instruction, the proper of languages. You have to understand the sum of language. Some example, human beings is understanding the languages in Telugu, English, Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, whatever that. So the region they should be taught some of the languages. So the human beings and animals have some different types of the languages. So computer is also one of the language. So it's called the machine language. What is the meaning of machine language means? Computer is a mission. So they should be understanding of the language which is machine language. The machine language is the only language that's indirectly understood by the computer. So what is the machine language means? Only language that is directly understood by the computer. It does not need any translator program. We also call it in a machine code and it is written as a stems of 1 and 0. So 1 and 0 is called the numerical values. So machine language is the only language that's directly understood by the computer. It does not need any translator programming. We also call it machine code and it is written as in a strings of 1 and 0. So computer is understood by the machine language. This is a binary coding. When the sequence of codes is fed to the computer, it recognizes the codes and converts it into the electrical signals needed to run it. When the sequence of codes is fed the computer, it recognizes the codes and converts it in the electrical signal needed to run it. For example, a programming instructions may look like this. So this is the coding. So they have only using of two values, it is 0 and 1. So any numerical value they should be qualification of the machine language. So computer only should understanding of the machine language only. Next, then we should be be giving the instructions by your PCs. So how to translate or compiler? The compiler means, so the compiler, it is a program translates the instructions of higher level language to machine language. Then it will be giving the higher level languages. Then that means it will be giving the COBOL, Pascal and whatever they should be translate the machine language. Why the use of this to translate in machine language means computer only understood to the machine language. It is called a compiler. What is the meaning of compiler? Means simply a higher language to machine language is conversion of means is compiler, because it compiles machine language instructions for every programming instructions of higher level language. So what is the compiler? It is a program that translates the instructions of higher language to machine language. It's called compiler because it compiles the machine language instructions for every programming instructions of higher level language. So higher level language, they should be giving the sum of instructions by on your computer. They should be translated with help of the compiler. Then next one, interpreter. So what is the meaning of interpreter? An interpreter is another type of the programming translator used for translating higher level language into machine language. It makes one statement of higher level language, translate it into the machine language and immediately execute it. Then interpreter, what is the use of the interpreter means? An interpreter is another type of the program translator used for translating higher level language into machine language. It takes one statement of higher level languages, translate it into the machine language and immediately execute it. Then it should be giving of any instructions of machine language. It should be translated immediately and giving the correct output of execute that. Next one, virus. So then we should be giving of the any external and primary storage devices, secondary storage devices. Then we use it on your PC. Automatically the PCs have hang or they should be affected some of the other sources files. So the other source files is called by virus. So what is the meaning of the virus? A virus is a program that reflects itself. It's in a spread by making copies of itself on a computer or by inserting computer code into program or operating system files. So a virus is a program that replicates itself. It's spread by making copies of itself on a computer or by inserting the computer code into program or operating system files. Viruses does not allow to damage files or computers, but they useful affected by a computer performance and stability. So what the effect of the virus means, they should be affected by the computer performance and stability. Then performance means we should be giving of any input, giving the output is very slowly and or affect some of the devices. So this is the virus. Then another exchange affected file was called a worm, an unwanted computer program that duplicates itself across the computer network. So what is the main function of worm? Is an unwanted computer program that duplicates itself across a computer network. It uses of the network storage spaces and resources and can be interfere with the ability of network to function to all. Most worms begin as in a mail attachments that infect of computer and they respond. So how to affect it in the worm is they should be affected in the mail attachment. They should be downloaded on your any information through the mail. Automatically the worm will be affected by the PCs. So once you should be worm will be affected on your PC. Just PC not working the function all. So then next one, blender depth. Blender depth is the one of the virus file. A blender depth is in a combination of some or all of the malicious programs discussed in the section above. Blender depths often begin when someone interacts within a virus, such as in a open or unsafe mail attachments. The virus automatically propagates using the worm behavior and the instance of Trojan horse is infected of computers. So the blender that is also one of the virus. So the worm and virus will be affected. The mix is called a blended. This is impact of computer. Then such as in the opening any unsafe email attachments. That will be giving us some persons it will be giving up on your email information. You not the safe use the safe methods. You should be used open the file automatically. Have the worm will be affected. Then next, another very important virus, the Trojan horse. The Trojan horse is in a manipulous of software program that handles the inside or the program. It enters a computer hidden inside a legitimate program, such as a screensaver. It puts code into the operating system, which enables a hacker to access the infected of computer. The Trojan horse do not usually spread by themselves. They are spread by the virus, worms and downloaded software. How to affect the Trojan horse? They are spread by the virus, worms or downloaded software. Then you should be not save measurements of your PC. Then you should be download any software or the using of email. Automatically the Trojan horse will be affected by the PCs. This should be giving the slowness of the work. Then we should be giving the what about the how to prevent? So prevent means what are the safety measures? They should be used by the remove the virus names. The prevention of infections is the much better. The install an antivirus program. To be most effective, an antivirus program should always be turned on. Should scan incoming emails and should scan file access. One you should be insert the antivirus programming in your PC. Automatically they should be scan the every incoming email files and other scan files. So this is the most important characters. When you should be use the any computer, first of all you should be install the antivirus programming. Then, thank you students. Now you should be completed of the first unit, fundamentals of computers. So then you should be giving us some of important questions, short questions. You should write down in first one. What is the computer? Explain the input devices. Explain the output devices. Expand the RAM and ROM. What is the primary memory? Explain the secondary storage devices. What is the bit and byte? What is the compiler? What is the virus? What is the Trojan horse? Then you should be read the questions. It's very important questions in the first unit by IP examinations with the 2 marks questions. Then repeat what is computer, explain the input devices, explain the output devices, expand the RAM and ROM, what is the primary memory, explain the secondary storage devices, what is the bit and byte, what is the compiler, what is the virus, what is the Trojan horse. This is the short questions by the first unit. Then essay questions. The first one, how many types of generations in computers? Second, explain the black diagram of computer or anatomy of computer. The third one, explain the input devices. Fourth one, explain the internal or primary storage devices. Fifth one, explain the output devices in computers. So, these 5 questions is very important questions by the first unit. Should be write down how many types of generations in computers, explain the black diagram of computer or anatomy of computers, explain the input devices. Fourth one, explain the internal and primary storage devices. Fifth one, explain the output devices in computers. So these 5 questions are very important questions with the first unit. So read and write the questions. Thank you students. Stay to home, stay safe. Thank you.